Good morning, kindred spirits. If you are looking for a little moment to relax, I hope you enjoy this time in the garden with me. I'm out early in the morning, and I figured I would pop outside with my pajamas on, which I do most of the time, and collect some flowers. I love the bird songs that serenade me while I'm visiting the gardens. In part of this video, you might even hear some baby birds getting fed by their mother. I'll try to make note of it if I can remember. June 4th, and it looks like the peonies, at least a couple, are going to open right on cue for our anniversary. I had this peony plant. It's been traveling with me. I wanted to carry it in my bouquet. It opened the day of our wedding, and pretty much on cue. We had one year, I think it was a day late. It's been opened by June 4th. Today I'm going to go around and do some deadheading. I have to definitely trim the Rosa rugosa. It's growing past into the path there. But I picked up more plants yesterday. I'm going to get those planted. But like I said, first I'm going to go around and do some deadheading. And then prep some areas where I'm going to plant things and get those in today. Hopefully it's going to be a little overcast so it's not direct sun. But I have quite a few things. These are the plants that I picked up yesterday. Some will be going into the urns out front. I got some tomatoes, and then I'll put the rest out in the garden. I gave them a good soaking last night. The garden needs a good watering too. It's getting quite dry. I thought I'd take you out in the back area of the yard here. This is the part of the Rosa rugosa I have to trim. It's blocking our walkway. But when I was at the garden center yesterday, I was seeing one of the beauty bushes. We have some out back here that I need to trim and reshape. But it's a beautiful little pink bush. If you're looking for a nice accent bush that are not unruly, I'm going to show you this. I have some maple trees going up inside of them I can see. But as I said, I'm going to come in and trim them so that they get kind of nice and full. But this is a beauty bush, and it has this little pink, delicate, trumpet-like flower. I forget if it was this one. I think it was one in the middle. It got crushed by a tree last year. That fell. But I am tempted to cut along a lot of these really long pieces and just reshape it. Actually, I'm going to do that right now and bring it inside. I have my clippers with me. It looks like I have some, oh no, that's part of that. I'm just going to trim that right here. Oh, these might not be enough. I just had these still in my hand from cutting the peonies. Better already. So I'll come around with the correct clippers later, but Now I can use these inside in the vase. Best time to cut your plants, or if you're bringing flowers from the garden, early morning before it's too hot. And also with herbs. Yeah, this is so pretty. I'm using the beauty bush right now to whack away some mosquitoes. I'll get to the back part of this garden at one point. I do need another load of bark mulch. Pretty much went through what I had. We went through, let me see, so far 6, 12, 18 yards of bark mulch. I'm probably going to get another 10 yards. No, probably 6 yards. Now, I ordered this glass as a sample. It's actually a drinking glass. I didn't like it for that purpose, but I think they're great for vases. Now, this is something that I'm considering selling in the online store. If you think this is a great idea for a vase, comment below, and it's something I'll consider adding to the shop. I just had to come out for one last check. Well, not last because I have the whole day. It's getting there. Almost. I wanted to show you something. Now, I have not done well with myrtle trees before. And I had one that, actually this particular one was the same. I lost all the leaves almost. I'm finding out you have to water them like pretty much daily. I have some browns. Well, that's from a flower actually. But I have a photo I'm going to insert here, a part of a video, of this particular one that was almost completely dead. So if you think you've killed your myrtle topiary, you might not have. Water it, give it time, don't throw it out, don't get rid of it because it might come back. This one was all stems at one point, and so is this one. Well, I no longer need to wonder if the irises are going to bloom this year. They are. And then I have the clematis that's ready. Actually, it's going wild here. So today I am going to be doing a lot of replanting and work on the gardens. And a lot of weeding. But that can wait. I said this last year. I am done with trying to have perfect gardens. I wasn't enjoying the flowers, the herbs. I was weeding. Well, it's going to go the other direction now. I'm going to enjoy the flowers and the herbs and weed when I want to. It was not even a half hour ago, maybe 40 minutes, that I said that I was not going to be doing weeding. Well, I lied to myself. I have a pile here. I have a pile here. I have a pile here. And over here, I have a pile here and a pile there. Yeah, that's just me. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, I was so excited. I just wanted to make sure I didn't open this until I was ready to pick them. I already have some strawberries. I'm so excited. There's a couple good ones in here, but I'm going to pick the good ones and then leave this open so that the sun can get to them and the bees can get to the flowers. I have to wait here and there and there, but it went quick. It's about 6:30 in the evening, and I'm going to bring some flowers in. We're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. The poppies are all opening. There's a few more that are going to burst, but I want to show you the plants out back. There are so many peonies. I just cut a lot of the irises. The purples have already pretty much faded with all the heat. And then ours are opening. We had one that opened up for our anniversary, which was lovely. So I've got some more here. I tried to kind of hold up the bachelor buttons just so that when the lawn got cut, they didn't get ran over. Put out my pots here. Still didn't get those planted in. I have some irises to cut over here. These are nice and full. This is probably the bush that I'm going to cut from today, mainly because they are so tall. They'll definitely topple over in the rain. Now, I've covered this in some past videos. Some people like to take off all of the other small buds so that one will bloom. I like to cut them sometimes where I can still get 3 more blooms and then just put these in a shorter vase. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to cut these so that I'll still have some blooms and bring those inside. Willow was out and about with her shaved leg. Very sick girl again. She actually had some neuro issues. We don't know if she had a little mini stroke, if she had a little aneurysm. We're now thinking and talking that it could have been a bee sting because we found that honeybees can do a lot of the symptoms she had. And at this point, no need for a neurologist because she's gotten better. So it was kind of a scary few days and in ER and the whole works overnight. But we're following vet orders, and like they said, she'd probably get better, and she actually is almost 100%. Right? All right, so I just clipped right here. I'll get 2 more blooms. I'm going to do the same on some of these really top-heavy ones. Bring them inside and put them in a small vase. Didn't see these on the other side. They went right over my string wrappings, so I'm going to cut these as well. You want to smell the flowers? That would be a no. You want to smell the flowers? Pretty? Yeah. I'm going to take some time here and get the 2 urns out front planted. I took off the topiary balls and I had them attached. I know I showed it when I first did this last year, but I just had a stick inside of the urn and I just slid the ball on top, and that actually held it the whole winter. So right now I'm just loosening up the soil a bit, and I'm going to get some of these planted and give them a good water. I pre-soaked the plants already last night, so they should be good, and then I'll give them another drink once I'm done. This is a new tool I picked up yesterday while I was out shopping. It's actually a weed remover, but it worked really well for this. Guess what? I forgot to press record, but I have another urn, so I will move us over there next. Just gonna loosen up my soil here. I wish I got some more of this lobelia for going over the edge. I can pick something up. Maybe I'll get a different color at our local nursery, but I wanted to see that for sure going over the front edge. There's a lot of root bound here, so I'm going to just break up the roots, give it a start. Actually, that one's just going to fall off. Hold it up like a ponytail. I'm just going to move the soil around and push it down tight so there's no air gaps. I'll place one in the middle here. Let's see, I've got one of this color. This one's a little dry. Definitely gonna have to give them a really good water. I watered these a while ago, but they've already dried out a bit. This color is so intense, very pretty. It's called violet. I see it more as like a magenta. Okay, I'm going to give them a good water now, and then I think I'm going to go up in the loft of our garage. I feel I have a wreath that will work perfect for this that I've had here in the past. And then I'll probably pot these up and put them on the step, or they might go on the other side of the house in the urns there, but they're such shallow urns, everything dies quickly. This is my mess. It was so neat last year. I had this all organized. No more. I need to get some better bins and make some donations. This wreath is a little sad looking. I made this in a video 4 or 5 years ago for Groton House, and it's faded. It looks tired, so I'm gonna have to work on that or create a new one. But at least these are done, and I'll pot up the other geraniums, and then I have some work outside to do. Okay, we don't need this in the way. Take 2. Not even within a month, within a couple weeks, these Japanese snowball viburnums have grown to the point you can't even really see the kitchen window or out the kitchen window. It's amazing. And I always have to trim them. They do hit the flag. I'm gonna have to give them a good trimming soon. They grow so fast. And another negative about these is if the leaves touch the ground, they will self-root. That's something I learned also. I just went in to grab my phone because I was deadheading and fixing some flowers, and I just found a pure white spider. I've never seen one before. Oh, it's still there too. I just had to get a picture of it. Look at the colors. I'm gonna have to look that one up. With very little research, help of Google, it is called a flower crab spider, and it actually changes color to match the flower that it's on. That is amazing. So here he is. Let me see if I can focus in. Here it is on the white flower that has some pink to it, and then it will turn green as well when it's on something else. I'll have to see what other colors it might do, but yeah, let's just say this particular flower will not be coming in the house with me right now. I realized I left my coffee out in the garden. So I have to go get it. Luckily, no bugs in it. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. Is it the 7th of June? Our weather has been just amazing. Just enough rain. Finally, we got some for the gardens. Slowly working on the vegetable herb garden here. I got tomatoes planted, and I just replanted some oregano from another area. I'm going to do just 4 plants, I think, right here for the tomatoes. And this year I did the beefsteaks. I've been doing the big boy, and they've been kind of tough inside. So I'm going to try these this year. Chives have come back. I had 2 sage plants. I took one out. This one came back beautifully. I was out here yesterday doing some weeding. Just have to pick my pile up. The mosquitoes got a little bit too much. And then I was working on my box of lemons, and the lemon balm came back amazing this year. So I didn't have space for the other 2 things that I planted. I have some lemon thyme in the middle, which is coming back. It's struggling, but it's coming back. But over here, I planted my lemon verbena. I'm going to kind of leave it by itself, other than with a few plants maybe in the back. These get quite large if it does well. And I love lemon verbena dried and made into my teas. So I have that going. And over there, I'll walk over in a minute. I've been doing some weeding, but I have some lemongrass because that gets 5 feet high, and I didn't want it to shade any of the other herbs over here. I'm going to cut some of my rhubarb soon, and I'm going to move these boxes. This is the strawberry mint and orange mint. I still have some more that I'm going to be planting, but I'm going to move those boxes probably over towards the patio. but I'll probably get a little bit more pea stone here. We were going to move the gardens over in another direction towards the sugar shack, but I just want to get, I think, the grounds pretty much settled before we do any more gardens. We should be getting the final plans for the addition, and then we'll start getting our quotes. It's still early. The sun hasn't even come up over the hill yet. But when I go around and clean up my piles of weeds, then I'll start getting this area organized. The blueberry bushes that I stood upright and cleaned up all around, they are full of blueberries that are going to pop. I'm sure the chipmunks and the birds will appreciate it. I'm going to try to get some of them as well. I was asked about the coffee grounds. I still have to spread them, but it's extra nutrient. Now you could put it in water and make kind of like a slurry, but I'm just going to sprinkle them about and then water it, and then I'll put the bark mulch down. You can also do the same with crushed eggshells, and I've been saving my eggshells, and you put them in the garden, and once again, it's extra minerals and extra nutrients for the plants. Look, it's blooming inside of this box, and this is not the place it should be, so we'll get this out soon. Yeah, this is not the pretty zone, but it's been working very well for holding my plants. Very well. I just love coming out here in the morning. I do feel blessed. I do feel very grateful that I have this to come out to in the morning. I need to cut more peonies. They are definitely a little bit top heavy. And I'm going to cut some while they're in their marshmallow stage to put in the fridge. And I have some past videos on that, but I will try to remember to show that maybe later today if I get to it. I should probably do it now while there's no sun on them. But I didn't bring my clippers out. I should probably leave some clippers out here. At one point, I'm going to just back up here slowly. There's a hook here that I had scissors on, which was perfect for the strawberries. It was there from the previous owner, and I used it all of the time. I need to hang some back up there. Because I have my basket that if I wanted to collect things, I just grab it and go into the house. But I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do today. I might work on the side yard and pull more weeds before we put down some of the wood chips. I don't know. I also have a lot of bittersweet to cut here. I could also just enjoy the yard and do nothing today. Nah.